Hey there, prompt explorers, buckle up, because today I'm spilling some seriously cool hacks that will supercharge your prompt game. Stick around because after this video, your prompts will go from meh to magical. Prompt hack number 1. When writing your prompt, start by clearly defining the system's persona, like its role or personality. Then provide your instructions followed by any additional context. Now, this is important. Always separate the context from your instructions using clear markers like triple hashtags or triple quotes so that AI can easily tell them apart. Here is an example. First, we want to put our persona, right? We want to tell the AI how to act, what should it act as. So here is my persona, part of the prompt. And next, we want to tell the instructions clearly. So here is the instructions part of my prompt, okay? Now comes the part where we gave the instructions on the persona. Now we want to provide the context. So essentially, what should these instructions act upon? That's the context. Right? And notice something here. Here I said text, and then followed by that, I separated my context, which starts with this news article from March 12, 2025. And I used the three double quote strings style. You could also use three hashtags. So let's run it. And you can see how good the response is. So I asked it to summarize the text as a bullet point and asked it to list the most important points. And you can see it gave us, this is a little news article about CPI, Consumer Price Index, and the reaction of the stock market to it. And you can see it gave really nicely formatted bullet points about this topic. Prompt hack number 2. When giving prompts to AI, it's always helpful to provide clear examples of exactly how you would like the results to look. This helps the AI understand your expectations and deliver more accurate responses. Here is an example. Say we want to use AI to summarize a long article. We want it to grab the important people, places, concepts which are explained, and provide a sentiment analysis essentially. We don't always have to specify the persona if it's too generic, if it's too hard to define the persona, because that's usually what I recommend for the first part of your prompt. Here is but that's not mandatory. So here is a prompt without a persona. So this basically says from the text below, list all the countries and all the people names and pick out the key topics and provide a sentiment about each topic. And so I said, I want the people as a comma separated list of people, and the countries as a comma separated list of countries and topics. And you can see that, I use normal language to say comma separated list of people, but I also use this ditto symbol to do the same thing, to use the same format for people and topics. And here is a text. So this is the context. So let's go ahead and run this. Here it says the important people in this article was Musk, Donald Trump, and Mark Rutte. And the countries which are discussed in this article is US, Canada, and Germany. And the topics which are discussed is US exiting NATO. That was bad. US defending spending for Europe. US defense spending for Europe is bad. And Trump's NATO skepticism is bad. And let's see what's the good part. Too much bad. European military spending, good. Probably they're spending more. Germany's fiscal changes for defense funding, good. This is how you can use AI to speed up consumption of news, media, or a whole bunch of topics. You can use this technique to quickly get yourself updated on many topics out there. Prompt hack number 3. Before asking an AI to tackle a task, it's helpful to show it a couple of examples. First, complete with the kind of results you're expecting. By giving AI these examples, you're essentially teaching it exactly how you want the task to be done, which leads to obviously the better and more accurate outcomes for your task. Let's look at an example. Let's say we want to do some sentiment analysis. So let me provide the instructions, okay? So let's say I act as a sentiment analysis analyst and classify the customer's tone as positive or neutral or negative. And as you can see, these comments, for each one of these comments, I had a comment right here and I have a tone right after each comment. So I did, and again I have another comment and then I have a tone for that comment. So as you can see, I did the analysis already. I've been providing a tone based on this comment, and I provided how many, like three examples. And what am I doing here? By providing 3 examples to AI, I'm essentially training AI for it to understand, okay, if you see a comment similar to this, tone is positive. If they see a comment similar to this other comment, tone is negative, and so on. So this is essentially me training AI. And you can see I had a comment here, but I had my tone part. This is my comment, and my tone part is empty. I want AI to respond to this. I want AI to tell me the tone of this comment. This comment, it said simply, tone is negative. You saw it's not verbose, it didn't give us a whole bunch of text on the response, because it learned from our examples I provided here that all I'm looking for is a tone with a positive, negative, or neutral as a response. And that is exactly what it did. Prompt hack number 4. Instead of telling the AI what not to do, clearly state what you do want it to do. For example, rather than saying, don't summarize this article too briefly, the don't part, say something like, summarize this article in 3 detailed sentences. The more specific and positive your instructions are, the better the AI can understand and respond to your prompt. Let's look at an example now. Let's say we are training an AI agent. Let's say we wanted to ask for the name and the country code of the customer who was trying to sign up. Here is my prompt. Now I want to provide the context, because in this context, which I pasted here, I am training the AI model essentially. The customer has simply provided a phone number. It didn't provide a name in this example. It just simply provided a phone number. And how does the agent should respond? Let's see. Let's press enter or press this arrow button. You can see. Now you can see how the agent responded. You see how smart AI models are? And you see how you can leverage this. Are you getting any ideas on how to leverage this in your business? If you do, please leave a comment. How you plan to use AI to supercharge your business. I do have some ideas myself. I'll be making videos in the future about that. But hey, put your comments out there, because I would like to learn as well. Hack number 5. This one is for developers or programmers out there. When prompting AI for code, start or end your request with specific leading phrase, or call it leading cues or keywords, that clearly describes what you're looking for. So these are like hints for the AI. These cues, they act like hints, and they make it easier to exactly tell AI the code you need. Example of few keywords that can lead AI are using words like import or using, things like that. Let's say if you use the word import, it knows that we're expecting a Python code. If you use the word using, it thinks that we want C# code. Similarly, you can use words like select, you do want, and that tells AI that you would want it to generate a SQL query. Okay, so use these keywords to your advantage to when you want AI to generate some code. If you do have some cool prompt hacks you have learned over a period of time by prompting your favorite AI engine, please leave them in the comments, and also please subscribe to this channel so that I can provide more cool prompt hacks and AI related videos for you guys. And thank you, and see you in my next video.